Show me someone who has a passion for something, and I'll show you a person that others might call a perfectionist. Someone who is obsessive compulsive, or maybe even a snob. That is no less true of turkey hunters. Those who love this bird and this sport are very opinionated, and I'm one of them. So when Sightmark's Jeff Hamilton contacted Weekend Warriors to film a turkey hunt, I had reservations. Who will we be hunting with? How do they hunt? Who is Cody Hibbard? What is Sightmark getting me into? My first impression was a good one. The accommodations were comfortable, the hosts hospitable, and the other guests warm and interesting. But I really wanted a chance to find out about the star of the event, Cody Hibbard. So he graciously took time to share a little bit about himself as a turkey hunter. I know, if you had a chance to interview a country music personality, you'd probably ask other questions. Not me. I want to hear about his experience as a turkey hunter specifically.
It wasn't until like a couple of years ago that I started getting into it, going to NWTO, playing from some booths out there, and all my friends were talking about the fever they get from it, and I just, I had to try it, and I love being outdoors. Anything to get me off the lime life or whatever we call it. It's not much of a lime life, but anything out of the public and out in the woods, whether that's hunting or being on my farm or anything like that, I'm always game to do something. So I don't know, I enjoy it. I love it when you can call a bird in that close. You can watch it, and you watch every single thing coming around it and off of it and on it, and it's just, I feel like that's what God intended, was to be that close to nature. So I absolutely love it, and I'm no expert. I'm not even close. I'm bottom shelf beginner, and I got a lot to learn, but I'm learning more every year.
The next morning, although I was just the cameraman, my nerves were on edge, wanting Cody to have a great experience. And the first thing that impressed me was that Cody, although he's kind of the big deal in camp, magnanimously requested that Chris Lawlick from Sightmark Optics be the first shooter up. Although our guide, Cole Holt, with Row Outfitters, put us in a great position with plenty of birds and did a fine job calling, the turkeys did what they so often do: gobble back, keep you on the edge of your seat, and then go about their day.
Because I'm thinking two groups split off. I think one's going that way, and I think one's following that draw that way.
Yeah, did you hear birds back there?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
God.
I can probably drop in this bottom and get closer to that turkey,
We had close calls of several different kinds, but we were unable to close the deal on a big mature tom.
Can't do an alcohol. Can't do an alcohol. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can.
Well, it was eating me up just to be the cameraman. I was just supposed to stay behind the camera and not be part of the story. But when a particular skill was needed, I was like a kid in a candy store jumping at the opportunity to take my part, play my role. So when they needed an owl hoot, I was happy to deliver. We set up on the birds that morning, but nothing was workable. And as the late morning progressed, we began to move around and call, but the wind was blowing, the temperature was climbing, the birds had fallen silent, and it seemed like an exercise in futility sending our calls into the wind.
Psych myself up, watch all them YouTube videos.
Thank you.
Watch Waddell freaking sit side by side and shoot one out of it, you know. Waddell. And we get, 40 yards from one and it pitches down and we never see it again. That's my luck. I think it's me.
I know I'm just the cameraman, but it is really hard for me to hold my tongue and just stay behind the camera when I know I can help with this problem. I know a place where we can go, and I'm very confident we can get on birds. But what if we don't? What if I talk these guys into driving 2.5 hours and then I can't deliver? I pushed my fears aside and decided to go talk to Cody directly. Hey, Cody, I got an idea. It's kind of looking rough out here. Hate to pull you guys away, and you let me know if it's a crazy idea or not, but if we're willing to go 2.5 hours, I got like a 90% chance of success, I'd say. I mean, I got game camera pics of 3 strutters this morning at 7:15, and I know where they're gonna roost. I mean, I feel real confident I could get you on a bird if we get over there. I don't know what your thoughts are on pulling away from here.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. Just check with Cole and see if he's down. I feel like he's down for anything, because with this wind, I think he's having trouble locating anything. So
yeah, it's just driving and calling in this wind, and it's hot. They're not wanting to move. It's probably things are going to get better as we get closer to roost time. Maybe the wind will settle a little bit, but I know where these birds are roosting, and I think we could do some good if we go over there. But
yeah,
it's 2.5 hours, so.
It's all good. I'll take a nap on the way over.
Well, we took the 2.5 hour drive, and there was no nap taken because we got to talking, and we finally talked about something other than turkey hunting. We talked about life, and in the course of that conversation, we made a surprising connection. I don't talk about work stuff on the channel much, but one of my sergeants, Billy Randolph, was killed in the line of duty as a Fort Worth police sergeant. And Cody and I were getting to know each other, and he actually mentioned Billy by name and knew about him, and actually at a show that they did gave away the proceeds to merchandise sales.
Yeah, we had a show in Rhinestone Saloon, and I said good Lord works in crazy ways, and the passing Billy had popped up on my Facebook, and we happened to play a venue called Rhinestone Saloon that weekend, and I've always preached in my music, to be real and support the ones that give us our freedoms and that serve and protect us, and Billy was one of those guys, and then just like I said, just happened to be that we were playing that weekend, so we donated our merch sales, and then Rhinestone doubled that, and for Billy, his family, and I guess sometimes you wonder why you do things, because a lot of times I don't think about it, but it led us to today, and with Rod and Weekend Warriors. So Billy's still out there and working with us, and I think he's still putting relationships together and helping and building strong connections. So it's awesome how things come full circle,
Yeah. Well, thanks, bud. Thanks for
appreciate
support.
you. Yeah. Thank you for what you do.
You bet.
It's not mentioned enough in my opinion. So yeah.
Though we were enjoying one another's company, we were there to find a mature Tom. We had a steady parade of Jakes come by, but we didn't drive 2.5 hours to kill a Jake. So with the evening drawing to a close, I decided to utilize a more aggressive tactic. Okay, we launched Operation Hail Mary. They're gonna call me in The signal is I'm gonna key whenever I'm ready for him to start calling. And then I'm gonna start gobbling and working my way in. See if we can get something kick-started here. Okay, the signal was sent. There was another one that was out in front of us. That's straight out in front of us. Here's Tom. There should be one coming past that tree. Yep, that's good. That tree? No. As the Jakes filtered through and a few mature Toms skated by, we finally had one come in the way you dream one comes in. An entry like this can turn a person from a turkey hunter to a conservationist. A person who in the course of his life will give back more than he ever takes away. He'll harvest his birds, but he'll love these birds. And he'll contribute to their survival. This is the moment I was hoping for.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Deal done, son. You got a rope on that son of a gun there. That's a heavy bird, too. That's a man. Hey, that's a full-grown one there.
We did it.
He got a rope on him, too.
Hey, I'm known for them last second type things, you know. Both y'all, because I'm new to this turkey thing, and this is like,
the truth,
y'all
wasn't it?
showed me some stuff, man. I had no clue you could start calling each other and then it'd piss everybody else off.
Hey man, that was a good tag team, bro.
What's crazy is he's over there gobbling and I'm looking at him going, is that him?
Never been much of a go-round party crowd drinker. I'm always sit alone on a creek bank sunset thinker. A little more lover than a leaver, a little more find the real thing and just stay single. I'm a little more lyric than I am rhythm. A little more tree stand prayer than back pew pretending. A little less grudge and a lot more forgiving. A little less talk and a lot more listen. But maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. Maybe I'm just an old has-been, got it all wrong. Maybe the whole damn world's just waiting for me and my kind to kill off, throw a 6 feet deep, and once and for all, I'll finally be shut of this dying breed.